Hello everyone, welcome to This Day. It is Friday, February 6th. The other day had January on there, but Friday, February 6th, I know that now. I'm Michael Taylor, welcome to This Day. Glad to be here. You getting ready for Super Bowl Sunday? Well, we've got a great show for you. We're going to be talking about Super Bowl Sunday on it. Why? Because, of course, later in the program, we're going to be talking sports corner. But first, OC Pain and Wellness with Chad Seda and Dr. Paul Whitcomb. They're going to be talking about a relief of nerve damage and nerve in your nervous system, that kind of relief, neurological. And then, of course, later in the program, we got Sports Corner with Cole Young. His prediction, you'll have to wait. My prediction is Seahawks, but I'm just being sentimental about it. I don't really know if they're going to win or not, but I'm being sentimental. Oh, yep. Cole's telling me, yeah, they could win. There you go. Now we know. All right, folks, let's talk about our Stay Informed. New widows and widowers are welcome to an event that's coming up on March 15th at 7 p.m. It recurs every 2 months. Where? It's going to be over at Restaurant 19. It's free with a donation to the Laguna Woods Foundation. Registration is required, though, so it's going to be on, like I said, Sunday, March 15th, 7 p.m., and they're going to be offering residents an engaging evening to meet in one place. So listen, that's a great cause. Widow and widowers, they need that support. It's kind of a unique group. As you get older, there's more and more of those in that world, and it's a great place to meet and talk about, make connections, talk about their experiences, mutual support, all sorts of things. So make sure you make a reservation. The information is there at the bottom of your screen to do so, and talk to people about what's going on. It's really, really important just to be able to talk to folks sometimes about what you're going through and find out there's a community of people who feel the same way you do. Let's take a look at that weather forecast. We got a nice day today, 71 degrees, 74 on Saturday. Then we bump up on Super Bowl Sunday, but who cares? You're going to be in the air conditioning, eating chicken wings and watching the game with all your friends. So air conditioning is going to be blasting on that day. Then Monday, get outside, walk off the chicken wings. It's going to be a nice day then. Then look at that Tuesday. We actually have a chance for a little bit of drizzle, a little bit of rain maybe, and 63 degrees, much cooler than we had it before. There you go. Let's take a look at our sunrise, sunset. Hey, if you're not going to watch the game for some reason, Disneyland might be kind of empty on Sunday if you think about it. Here's a beautiful shot from Disneyland. Lunar New Year's celebration. Thank you very much, Hope Bullock, for taking this beautiful picture of that. Sunrise this morning was 6:43. Sunset tonight is going to be 5:27. If you have a picture you'd like to send us, we'd love to use it. Make sure you send it to us via email, lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. Make sure you include your name, where you took the picture, and we'll use it in our sunrise sunset segment. Okay, folks, we've got a couple of meetings to tell you about. Then when we come back, we'll be talking with folks from OC Pain and Wellness. Stay with us.
The Laguna Woods History Center, the only purpose-built local history archive in Orange County, has been capturing the legacy of our community since 1977. As a nonprofit dedicated to preserving today for tomorrow, we collect, conserve, and share the history of Laguna Woods Village, the city of Laguna Woods, and the surrounding Orange County region. Step into the past and connect with the present at your community archive. Whether you're curious about local milestones, searching for historical documents, or exploring treasured artifacts, the History Center is your gateway to the stories that shape Laguna Woods. The Laguna Woods History Center is a separate building adjacent to the Village Library. We are open Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. or by appointment. Visit us and find your place in history.
Attention all club organizers, party planners, and those who simply love to gather and celebrate life's special moments. Are you tired of the hassle of cooking for your events? Looking for a convenient and delicious solution? Introducing our easy and convenient catering trays, perfect for groups of any size from 35 to 90. Need a larger space to host your event? Look no further than our restaurant's banquet room, the perfect venue for your next gathering. Call us today to place your catering order or reserve our banquet room for your next event. Create memories and traditions with Polly's Pies.
Welcome back to the program. I want to welcome a couple guests. We're going to be talking about pain relief, and to do that today, I want to welcome Dr. Paul Whitcomb, also Chad Seda, to the program. Thank you guys for joining us.
Hi, thank
You're
you.
welcome.
So tell us about chronic pain relief in general and why seniors kind of suffer from that. As we age, there seems to be more pain in people.
You know, I'm a senior myself, so I get the full impact of what that all is. But one of the problems with seniors is that we've been around a long time, and the cumulative effects not only of injuries, but also of time ends up with most of us as we get older in chronic pain. And so we found a way to stop most of this chronic pain. I should say now this, to qualify that, this is our work and our belief system, but from what we've seen, we can take most people and help them get out of pain in a relatively short period of time with some very non-invasive techniques.
And Chad, you've come into this, you have your place in San Juan Capistrano, and you're treating folks. So when people are walking in the door, what are they coming in asking you for? What can you provide?
Yeah, so most people, they're coming in have, a lot of pain such as fibromyalgia, CRPS, lower back pain, neuropathies. So like Dr. Paul mentioned, what's really awesome is we're able to offer somebody a free pain test right on site in our office, and we can really see how their nervous system responds within 5 and 10 minutes and see how much their pain reduces right on spot. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Whitcomb, how is this different than the standard approach, I guess, to pain therapy and pain relief?
Well, mostly with pain right now, what we really have is anti-inflammatories, medication, maybe sometimes surgeries. What we found is that most pain has actually already healed. Those joints have healed. Maybe that sciatica is actually not there, but the body is cycling it due to the way the nervous system works. We found a way to break the cycle, and that pain usually is remitted on the first visit.
It's kind of a
At least
phantom,
a lot of it
phantom
is.
pain, like someone who feels like if they're an amputee or something along those lines, or how is that exactly
We've
work?
had good results with amputees in that they have phantom leg pain, and we're able to break that cycle too. But our average is 87.29% symptom-free on the first visit with a free test that we offer in the office, and that was done in a study last year of 35 random people at a convention.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
Chad, walk me through what this this test is all about, and this pain relief test. How does it work? How much time is it? Would you hook me up with a bunch of kind of diodes all over my?
Yeah, no, the beauty about this is it's completely non-invasive. It takes about 5 or 10 minutes. We do some touch points on you, and we're going to see a lot of times symptoms reduce right away in that first 5 or 10 minutes. And that's going to allow us to know how much your response is going to be positively. A lot of times, like I said, it's right away, and then that'll allow us to kind of see what the care plan would look like that we would make a commitment to.
So what's the data on this in terms of the results that you've found and what you've kind of gone through in terms of using this?
Well, I think our first one is what I'd mentioned, that our recent study that we did on the test itself.
Right.
And the test is a free test that's administered in the office with actually holding points. And that's where we had an average of over 87% symptom-free for the average person that comes in to see us. Other studies we've run studies on fibromyalgia. We're sitting around 85% symptom-free within 2 months with a person who's been sick maybe for decades. It works just as well on trigeminal neuralgia, CRPS, most of your neuropathies. And then every once in a while we have some very amazing things happen to us. Like recently we've been seeing a lot of people with strokes and having some really good results with stroke patients, which is actually I didn't really expect, but it's working.
Chad, what are you seeing in terms of a difference between when someone walks into your office and then after a few treatments or the kind of returning, they're walking better, they're feeling better, what are the overall things that you're seeing?
Yeah, so just a recent patient, we've brought her basically from a 7-level pain down to like a 3 right now in the first 30 days. So that's like one treatment a day for a week.
Okay.
So and then
And that's what people can expect. Is that kind of the usual frequency? Does it depend on the condition? Does it depend on the age? Does it depend on
so we don't like to commit to care until we see what their response is within the first 24 hours, which we go over in the office. But again, we know if we get a reduction in pain in that first test, that we're going to likely see really good results for them.
Okay. And For older adults, safety is also kind of a thing. So like people are like, hey, I don't want you. Like you say, it's non-invasive, so there's no harm, and as a result of the treatments, are there side effects or anything like that in terms of that?
Very seldom do we have any side effects.
Okay.
Most of the time we just have pain relief. And like I say, that first test when they come in determines whether we can accept them as a patient. And they're the ones that tell us whether the pain goes away. We don't tell them. So most time you go to the doctor and they set you up on a treatment plan.
Right.
What we do is we test them, and if the pain goes away, we know that we can help them. And if it doesn't go away, we don't treat them.
To the level of like, I'm not taking my pain meds anymore, or I'm backing off of them, or is there a spectrum of that?
Most of the patients over the period of about 2 months are able to get off of most or all of their pain meds. At least that's been my experience over the last 24 years watching this.
And how important is that? Because the pain meds can, have their own effects on your overall health as well, right?
They can, and so when you're able to get off the pain medications, you're clearer-minded, you feel better, you're more energetic, you're able to live a much healthier life.
And what's it like for you, Chad, when you see someone come into your office in that kind of pain, and then after the treatments, after they've gone through what you guys take them through, they're walking tall, feeling good, and that kind of thing?
I mean, it's the best job you could ever ask for. I mean, I'm very fortunate that Dr. Paul is my mentor. He trained me in the technique. I mean, we get to perform miracles every day. People, seeing somebody's life get back into their possession, and live life to the fullest. I mean, there's nothing better.
Well, let's kind of clarify. You've talked about some of the things you can't treat. What are some of the things that just won't work for? There's flat out, hey, this is not going to, I need post-surgery, things like that?
Well, people ask us, like, can you help MS? Can you help Alzheimer's? Can you help Parkinson's? Typically, no. We definitely can't cure these diseases, but we see them get better. Oftentimes a Parkinson's person their tremors will stop. But those are really difficult diseases, and I don't think that we're never going to cure those, but sometimes we can help them feel better.
Okay. And how widely is this approach used? Is it kind of like it started with you and it's going different places, different locations?
I have about 1,500 people I've trained to do this.
Okay. And you have a special for our viewers? Is that where I understand?
Yeah, so again, we're offering free pain testing in our office in San Juan. So
call up, make an appointment? Yeah,
call up, make an appointment. You can do it online or you can call the number, but you have everything to gain, nothing to lose.
Okay.
And
if you're in horrible pain, and you're spending a month or two and you get well, that's a big deal.
Right, and that's a big deal. Going off medications, going off of those things that you're already on there. All right. Well, I want to thank you guys both very much for coming in today from Chronic Pain Relief, and appreciate that.
All right, thank you, Mike.
Good luck with that, and get our viewers out there.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're watching This Day. We'll be right back.
Hi, Chad with OC Pain and Wellness. Listen, there's been a real breakthrough for those of you in pain. We offer a non-invasive pain relief test that in our last study showed an average of 87% symptom-free. If it helps, you're likely to have lasting relief. Fibromyalgia, CRPS, trigeminal neuralgia, back pain, and most neuropathy. You have everything to gain and nothing to lose. Please call us today.
If you're exhausted after conversations, it might not be you. It might be the strain of trying to hear. Today's AI-based hearing devices can do real-time situational analysis, helping reduce background noise so you can follow speech without working so hard, often leaving you feeling more relaxed and engaged. Try Audibel Eris. All insurances are accepted, and take advantage of our field trial that lets you test the environment where it matters the most, your daily life. Call us today, and remember, tell them Stuart sent you.
Scotch and soda.
Theater Guild presents Romance in the Woods, featuring the jazz stylings of Moki Lund and her ensemble. February 19th at Clubhouse 5. Tickets $20 in advance includes sparkling wine or cider and a delicious dessert from Chopin Bakery. Seating is limited. Tickets at theaterguildlw.com.
At Pro Smiles OC, we believe your smile is more than just an expression, it's your confidence. Dr. Ivan Ho, board-certified cosmetic dentist in Orange County, has transformed thousands of smiles here in Laguna Woods. From dental implants to Invisalign and cosmetic dentistry, our team at Pro Smiles OC is devoted to restoring and enhancing the beauty of your smile using state-of-the-art procedures that result in long-lasting smiles. Visit our website to schedule an appointment or give us a call today.
Happy Super Bowl week and welcome to this week's episode of Sports Corner. I'm Cole Young and today we're celebrating the 4-year anniversary of this show. Back in 2022, I started this show off with a preview of the Rams and Bengals Super Bowl, and 4 years later, we'll keep it going with a preview of the Seahawks and Patriots matchup this Sunday. I'll start by giving a team-by-team breakdown, then finish up with some fun facts and stats, plus my predictions for the big game. Starting in the AFC, for the record 12th time in history, the New England Patriots are in the Super Bowl. The Pats have not made it to the biggest stage since they defeated the Los Angeles Rams 19-3 to cap off the 2018-2019 season. That was the end of the Patriots dynasty that dominated the NFL from 2001 to 2019, thanks in large part due to Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. During that run, they made it to 9 Super Bowls and won 6 rings. Brady then left New England to join the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in 2020, leading them to a Super Bowl victory in his first season in Tampa and forcing the Patriots organization to fill the shoes of the greatest quarterback of all time. In 2021, with rookie quarterback Mac Jones at the helm, Belichick led the Patriots to the playoffs after a brief 1-year hiatus where they would be eliminated by the Buffalo Bills. That was the last time the Patriots made it to the postseason, and shortly after, legendary head coach Bill Belichick announced he would be stepping away from the NFL, eventually becoming the head coach at the University of North Carolina. Fast forward to this offseason, the Patriots made the decision to hire former Titans head coach and former Patriots linebacker Mike Vrabel. Vrabel joined a team that was being led by second-year quarterback Drake May, that drafted rookie standout running back Travion Henderson, that picked up star wide receiver Stephon Diggs, and that was in the process of bolstering its defense. In their first season together in New England, Vrabel, May, and Diggs led the Patriots to their first winning season and first playoff appearance since 2021, finishing with a 14-3 record and earning the number 2 seed in the AFC. In the second season of his career, Drake May threw for 4,394 yards, 31 touchdowns, and just 8 interceptions, while running for another 450 yards and 4 touchdowns. This performance launched him into the MVP conversation. Stephon Diggs and Travion Henderson proved to be 2 incredible additions to the New England offense, with Diggs racking up over 1,000 receiving yards and 4 touchdowns, and Henderson making his case for Rookie of the Year with over 1,100 all-purpose yards and 10 total touchdowns. In the playoffs, the Patriots outlasted the Chargers in the wild card round, defeated the Houston Texans in the divisional round, and narrowly beat the top-ranked Broncos in a blizzard in the AFC Championship game. Now, the Patriots have a shot to win their 7th Lombardi Trophy and firmly secure their spot as the best franchise in NFL history. They're currently tied with the Pittsburgh Steelers, who also have 6 championship titles. New England is now the first team to make the Super Bowl after losing 13 or more games just the season before. In their way stands the top team from the NFC, the Seattle Seahawks. Similar to the Patriots, the Seahawks had a mini run with a dynasty of their own in the early 2010s. Prior to that, their first Super Bowl appearance came in 2005 when they fell short to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Then, they went back-to-back in 2013 and 2014, defeating the Broncos in 2013 but falling just short to the Patriots in 2014. More on that game later. So now, in their 4th appearance, the Seahawks have just the one lone Lombardi Trophy. Seattle has not made it past the divisional round since 2014 and missed the playoffs entirely in back-to-back seasons in 2023 and 2024. In 2024, in his first season as head coach, Mike Macdonald led the team to a 10-7 record, just barely missing the playoffs, but it was a sign that the future was looking bright in Seattle. In the offseason, they shockingly traded away star wide receiver DK Metcalf to the Pittsburgh Steelers. However, no move was bigger for the Seahawks than the signing of quarterback Sam Darnold. I've said it many times, but Darnold was a highly recruited quarterback out of San Clemente High School, just a few minutes down the 5 freeway. Darnold has had a wild journey through the NFL so far. He was drafted 3rd overall out of USC by the New York Jets back in 2018. After struggling for 3 seasons in New York, he was traded to the Carolina Panthers. He spent just 2 seasons there, throwing for 16 touchdowns and 16 interceptions across 2 years. In 2023, he then was sent to San Francisco, where he served as a backup to Brock Purdy for one season. In 2024, he packed his bags again, this time headed for Minnesota, where he would serve as a backup to rookie J.J. McCarthy. However, as fate would have it, McCarthy unfortunately tore his meniscus in his first ever preseason game. So, heading into the 2024 season, Darnold was named the starter for the Vikings. He proceeded to lead the Vikings to a 14-3 record and the second seed in the NFC after throwing for over 4,300 yards and 35 touchdowns. Despite his stellar season, the Vikings moved on from Darnold and put all their faith in second-year quarterback J.J. McCarthy, and Darnold agreed to terms with Seattle. In this 2025 season, Sam Darnold exceeded all expectations in Seattle. He finished his season throwing for 4,048 yards and 25 touchdowns, launching the Seahawks to a 14-3 record and the top seed in the NFC. His favorite target was third-year wide receiver Jackson Smith-Njigba. While he was a highly touted wide receiver prospect out of Ohio State, he dominated in his third season. Smith-Njigba led the league with 1,793 yards, topping that off with 10 touchdowns. In the postseason, he has 172 yards and 2 touchdowns in just 2 games so far. However, other than their high-powered offense, the Seattle's defense was arguably the largest factor in their success. In the postseason, they've led the league in turnovers. In the regular season, they allowed the 6th fewest yards per game, recorded the 5th most interceptions, and allowed the fewest points total throughout the entire season. Both their offense and defense led them to 2 wins in the postseason so far. They had the dominant 41-6 win over the San Francisco 49ers in the divisional round, followed by a nail-biter 31-27 win over the Los Angeles Rams in the NFC Championship round, punching their ticket to the Super Bowl. So now that we've covered the history of these two teams and how they got here, let's get into the game itself, along with some fun facts and stats. Super Bowl 60 will be held at 3:30 p.m. this Sunday in Santa Clara, California, home to the San Francisco 49ers, and will be televised on NBC. This is the second Super Bowl being held in this stadium, the first being Super Bowl 50, 10 years ago when the Denver Broncos defeated the Carolina Panthers. As I said before, this is the Patriots' 12th appearance, and they have 6 titles to this point. 10 of their 12 appearances have come since 2000. No other team has appeared in more than 5 Super Bowls over that span. This is the Seahawks' 4th appearance all time, and they have just 1 title. I briefly hinted at it before, but this game is a rematch of the 2014 Super Bowl. If you remember, that game had one of the most incredible finishes. The Seahawks were in scoring position to win the game, but Russell Wilson's pass was intercepted in the final moments by Malcolm Butler, and the Patriots held on to win. To this day, fans still question why the Seahawks chose to throw the ball at the goal line instead of running it up the middle with running back Marshawn Lynch. This is the 10th Super Bowl rematch in NFL history. The winner of the first meeting, in this case would be the New England Patriots, is 6-3 all-time in the second meeting. This is the only Super Bowl since the 1970 AFL-NFL merger in which both teams ranked in the top 4 in regular season scoring offense and regular season scoring defense. The Seahawks are favored in this game, but now I'll get into my predictions. The Patriots have a strong defense of their own. I think Kenneth Walker and the Seahawks' run offense will struggle, but that will open windows for Sam Darnold, Jackson Smith-Njigba, and the rest of the Seattle passing game. Even though the Seahawks have a top 5 defense, I expect the Patriots to move the ball pretty efficiently. Travion Henderson and Ramondre Stevenson should expect heavy workloads running the ball, and Stephon Diggs and Hunter Henry will be top targets for quarterback Drake May. New England managed to move the ball pretty well on offense last round against the top-ranked Broncos defense while also playing in a snowstorm, so I expect the warm California weather to be a welcome sight for them. At the end of the day, though, I believe the Seattle defense will force key turnovers, sacks, and defensive stops, and I expect a huge game out of the Darnold/Smith-Njigba combo, and the Seahawks, by my prediction, should walk away from this game with their second Lombardi Trophy in franchise history. If I had to make a guess, I'd predict the final score of 33-24 in favor of Seattle. The best thing about the Super Bowl, though, is that you truly never know what to expect. No-name players often become household names overnight. Nerves factor in tremendously. The game and the day itself are significantly longer than a normal game day. Star players sometimes falter under pressure. And every single play is the most important play of the season to this point. So we'll have to tune in on Sunday to see which team can navigate all the ups and downs of a championship game the best. With all that said, thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of Sports Corner and every episode over the last 4 years. I truly enjoy sitting here every week and talking sports, and I look forward to continuing this show for years to come. As always, come right back next Friday for more news, updates, and highlights from all across the sports world. I'm Cole Young. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the Super Bowl, and I'll see you next week.
I'm Dr. Peter Abbas. For over 20 years, I've been helping families keep their smiles healthy and bright. 10 years right here in Laguna Woods. At our family-owned practice, we do it all. Preventative care, digital dentistry, and full smile makeovers, with a team you know and trust. Conveniently located at the Taj Mahal Medical Center, with shuttle access for our Laguna Woods neighbors. Come experience complete care, old-fashioned service, and state-of-the-art dentistry that feels like home.
Let's talk about our Friday and Saturday movie. Today we got a great one for you. It is 7 Years in Tibet, stars Brad Pitt, brought out there in 1997. Brought to us by RadNet. It's going to be at 2 p.m. with the subtitles and at 6 p.m. without the subtitles. An Australian climber and Nazi supporter breaks out of a British POW camp in India and treks to the holy city of Lhasa, where he is employed as an instructor to the young 14th Dalai Lama and soon becomes his close confidant. Well, there you go, nice peaceful kind of movie. And then on Saturday, anything but peaceful, it's The Dirty Dozen. It's a classic from 1967, brought to us by City of Hope. It's going to be at 2 p.m. with the subtitles and 6 p.m. without the subtitles. During World War II, a rebellious U.S. Army major is assigned a dozen convicted murderers to train and lead them into a mass assassination mission of German officers. It's got lots of action. It's got some hijinks in there. It's a great movie. It's a classic. You should like that one on Saturday as well. All right, let's check our weather forecast. And we've got some nice temperatures for the next couple of days. We got 71 degrees today and 74 degrees on Saturday. Then we bump up on Super Bowl Sunday to 79 degrees, a little bit cooler on Monday. And then look at that on Tuesday. We got a little chance for clouds and some drizzle in the forecast, and temperatures all the way down into the low 60s. It's starting to feel like winter again, starting next week. There you go. All right, folks, tomorrow on the program, Harvard Eye Associates going to be here, as well as Theater Guild, and I'll be here as well. That's going to do it for this edition of This Day. I'm Michael Taylor. For all of us here at Village Television, we hope you make this day a great one.